Leah, who's a big part of our staff. We'll talk about it later. This will go with the club. Okay, next thing I want players to understand the thanks that you guys owe your parents. Okay, because the time and commitment that it takes, I think that you guys went through as players, it also goes on behalf of your parents. Because they've got to take you to practice, they've got to make sure the fees are there, making sure that you have the time, especially just to even be here today and put this thing together. So you guys right now, and I know you very seldom do it, but now it's a time I want you to thank your parents for everything that they did. And you just got a little round of applause. All right, so we'll go with the players.
They're like this.
With the players, we wanted to say something brief. I don't want to keep everybody going all night. I know the girls want to get back in the pool and that kind of stuff, but I thought of maybe to say a word that may be able to be used to kind of describe the players. Some of it is a little weird, okay, but it's just the first word that kind of came up. So we'll start with our first player, and I kind of went through this earlier. The word is no, okay? And this young lady played left back for us the majority of the year. We talked about our team kind of being formed to play up an age group because of her telling me no there. But I also remember a time against Gulf Coast United, and she'll probably remember this. We're winning the game handedly. I think it was 4 or 5 to 0. And players are off on the side and we're moving players in different spots. I said, Melissa, come on. We're going to go up and play forward. You know, Melissa, she rarely says anything at all. And she looked at me right in the eye and she said, no. I don't want to play up front. I said, well, okay, you're either going to sit down or you're going to play up front. And she just went and sat down. So the word is no, but, you know, she was a big part of our team. I think did an outstanding job to see the development. Every one of these players, and you're going to hear that a lot with all of them, but Melissa Carroll, great job. Alright, this is going to be our most entertaining story of the night, and this will be brief, and there's not many stories. But the word I came up with this player is blame. Okay, because she's to blame for Diane Lee joining our team. Okay, I don't know if anyone's been there, but I got a phone call and I remember 2 players that came in and tried out for our team. We definitely wanted these players to play. All right, they come to our tryout, I see them, I'm like, everything is good. We're going to go, this is a great move here. All of a sudden I get a phone call from a lady, she says, yeah, this is Diane, and I couldn't remember the name of the mom. It's right in the middle of tryouts, everything's going on. So I called Kelvin and said, listen, the lady's coming back with one of the players. We got to try to get the other one, but the one player's coming back to our practice, and I've already told the mom they have a spot on our team. They're set. So the whole time I'm sitting there thinking that it's Maddie. Right? Well, Diane comes strolling out to the field, and I get in there and I tell Kelvin, who is this girl? I said, that's the new girl. Right here. I said, that's not the same girl we had at the tryout the other day. So we ended up having to go with the flow. Things worked out the way they were, but I think blame is a good word, but I think probably if you look at the word consistency, and what's out there and what you get day in and day out, I think definitely a rock of our team did an outstanding job. Maddie Lee. Okay, next player, I use the word anchor. Main reason she anchored our back line the entire year. Not only did she play up 1 year, she played up 2 years. Alright, I nicknamed her Double A. I kind of got scolded for that by some of the parents. I said, listen, that's not why she's Double A. Double A is Altenza. Alright, that's her name. Double A was the name of a wrestler in the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson. So that's kind of where we stole it from. But I think she has a similar personality to him. If anyone is a, I call it wrestling fan, Double A was a tough, hard-nosed, blue-collar guy. Okay, that came out and gave it everything he had. Ali. Okay, next player used the word transformer, right? Because I really think I've watched a player transform from a total 360 degrees in a matter of a year. I think a year ago, probably someone not very interested in the game, didn't really know which way she was going with it, but I think came out, not only came back in, earned her role with the team, but became a solid force with our group. Okay? And played center back most of the year. She's extremely vocal, okay? And she's extremely intelligent. Okay? There's not many things that she'll come up with, to me with some stuff every once in a while that I have no idea what she's even talking about. Okay? With her thing. And it's Mackenzie Heron. Okay, next player is Jekyll and Hyde, because you truly just don't know which one's going to be there. Okay, and I had this talk early on. I do have the privilege of coaching her and her older sister. Okay, and with both of them it's very similar. I can yell at both of them and they're just going to be smiling. But I think the talk that we had with her early on, I think we saw some flashes of what she could do. In a game that may have been our first game that we played, we matched her up with a big, strong forward for the other team, and it may have even been last year that we did it. But I think she really evolved and came and stepped into her role with the team. The second half of the year, I don't know if there was a player more dominant in her position. And when she plays like that, we're a very, very tough team to beat. Amy Madrazo. Spunky. I think she has a lot of spunk, huge personality, character, definitely has a little swagger with her walk. Okay, she's unbelievable passion for the game. It's one player that you could ask her scores of different games that have gone on and she's going to tell you. And I don't know if it's so much with her versus her dad, and what he has, but I think she has the same type of character. When she gets angry, she's a little pistol as well. Played up front on the right side, T-Bone.
He's like her dad.
Okay, next player, blue collar. First thing I looked at or thought about with this one, every time blue collar, the type of person that every day is going to go out and put forth their best effort in whatever they're doing. It's nothing fancy. It's just consistent work and what they're going to do. And they're an extremely hard worker. I think every practice that we had, I don't know many that we did have where I would train the under-16s and I would see this player off in the distance doing something for about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour after practice. So I think her dedication to the game came out and I think filtered into our team. Okay, I think work ethic, and I think she did unbelievable this year. Played a couple different spots and did everything very well. Morgan Classic.